Hola Year 7, welcome to lesson 10 of the second summer half term. And the title for today's lesson is ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? And here's the list of equipment for today's lesson. For today's lesson, you will need the exercise book that the school gave you, a pen, your knowledge organiser for module 6, which is on class charts, and wordreference.com, which is the online dictionary, which also has a tab on class charts that you can click through to if you need. Pause to get that ready now. Please remember to email me if you've got any questions about the activities in today's lesson, and here's my email address. Please also remember to upload a photo of your work onto class charts at the end of the lesson, or at least within 2 days of the lesson, so I can give you a very well-deserved achievement point. Copia la fecha, viernes el 3 de julio, so Friday the 3rd of July, y el título, ¿Qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? And the objective, el objetivo, to learn how to talk about the weather. Pause if you need to do that now, and then we'll go on to the do now activity afterwards. For your do now activity, I would like you to translate the mini dialogue below. I only want you to write the English. You don't need to write the Spanish. Pause to do that now. Just the English, please. Well done, Year 7. Let's have a look at those answers. So you should have said, ¿Quieres ir al polideportivo? Do you want to go to the sports centre? ¿Cuándo? When? El domingo, Sunday. ¿A qué hora? At what time? A las 10 de la mañana, at 10 in the morning. Lo siento, no puedo. I'm sorry, I can't. Really well done, guys. Now I'm going to pass you on to Miss Clinton, who's going to teach you the rest of the lesson. I look forward to seeing your work later. Muchas gracias, chicos. Adios.
So Year 7, we're of course looking at weather today, so I'd like you to match up the vocabulary below by both the Spanish and the English. Pause your video now to do this. So, here are the answers. You can pause your video now if you need to make any changes. So, we're now going to practice the pronunciation of these weather phrases. I'd like you to listen to me say the phrase aloud. I'd then like you to pause your video and repeat the phrase 3 times. So let's have a go. Hace buen tiempo. Hace mal tiempo. Hace calor. Hace frío. Hace sol. Hace viento. And make sure in that one your V sounded like a B. Llueve. It's quite a tricky one, so let's say that one again. Llueve. And of course your double L there sounded like a Y and your V like a B again. Next one, nieva. Quite a tricky one, so let's have another go. Nieva. And the next one, hay niebla. And finally, hay tormenta. So you'll have noticed, Year 7, of course, the way we've translated them, you'll notice that some are using different verbs. So, for example, here the top few expressions here are using the verb hace, which literally means it makes or it does. However, when we come to translating, for example, hace sol, it makes sun, it does sun. That doesn't make sense in English. So we have to come up with good translations in English. Of course, we're saying it is sunny. Similarly, it's with all these top expressions here. You'll have noticed, of course, as well, they use the verb hay, which means there is or there are. So you could translate hay niebla, there is fog. However, in English, we often, more commonly, say it's foggy. So note that these translations are not word for word. They're not literal translations. We're translating naturally into English, as you would have to do in an exam situation as well. Also note, of course, they also use separate verbs for the verb to rain, which is an ER verb from llover, and the verb to snow, nevar, which are both irregular verbs. So, moving on. I'd now like you to practice this vocabulary by going on to Quizlet. The link there is on the screen, but also it will be on class charts for you. So as always, I'd like you to learn the vocabulary first, look through the flashcards, have a go at the learn, write and spell, play some games, matching gravity. I love gravity, that's my favourite one. And then finally, in the last couple of minutes, you can test yourself. So when your 15 minutes are up, you can then come back to this lesson, please. Pause your video now to do this. And welcome back, Key 7. So, let's have a look how well you've learned that vocabulary. I'd like you to look at the map below, which shows the weather forecast at the moment in Spain. You'll notice, of course, there are 6 cities there, and I'd like you to write down what the weather is like at today, obviously in Spanish, and then translate the phrases into English. Let's do the first one together so you have an idea. So we're looking at Santander, which is a beautiful city up in the north with lovely food, typically called pinchos, their version of tapas. So, hoy en Santander hace buen tiempo. Today in Santander it's good weather. So I'd like you to start your 5 phrases, the rest with starting with hoy and then en followed by the city, and then of course the weather phrase. So pause your video now to have a go at numbers 2 to 6. So let's go through your answers. Number 2. Hoy en los Pirineos hace viento. Today in the Pyrenees it's windy. Of course you've got your the lovely beautiful mountains in the Pyrenees here. Number 3. Hoy en Madrid nieva. Today in Madrid it's snowing. You'll be surprised to know, although it's quite central, the capital of Spain, it does actually occasionally snow. And number 4. Hoy en Barcelona hace sol. Today in Barcelona it's sunny. So on the coast there, Costa del Brava, a lovely city to visit as well. And of course they have a different dialect there as well, and very different culture. Number 5. Hoy en Valencia hay tormenta. Today in Valencia it's stormy, or you could have written there is a thunderstorm. So of course Valencia as well, the Spanish describe it as quite an industrial city, although it's actually really quite beautiful, and have made their riverbed into kind of as a park, if you like, where you can go cycling, and there is also some very interesting architecture in Barcelona, as well as of course Madrid and Barcelona as well. And number 6, hoy en Málaga llueve. Today in Malaga it's raining. Some of you may also have been on holiday here in the south. It tends to have very good weather all year round, and quite a touristy city. I personally haven't been, but would like to go. So, on to the last activity. Using the vocabulary box below to help you, where I've written each of the 4 seasons in Spanish, I'd like you to write a sentence describing what the weather is like every season in England, and then you can translate it into English. So, for example, en primavera normalmente hace buen tiempo. In spring, it's normally good weather. So using that structure, just like I have, en plus your season, followed by normalmente, followed by your weather expression. Now write down, please, your 4 sentences describing what the weather is like in spring, summer, autumn and winter. Pause your video now to do this. So here are my answers. Of course, you will all have individual answers. As long as you have written about each season and your seasons, your translations are correct, then I'm happy for you to finish there. So, Year 7, if you do have any time left of your hour, you can learn box 3 from your vocabulary knowledge organiser. There it is on the screen as well. It should also be on class charts.
Well done, Year 7. Great work today. Please remember to upload your work onto class charts so I can give you a very well-deserved achievement point. Remember to do this within 2 days of the lesson, please. Gracias, chicos. Adios.